Explosions rocked the air as the pod plummeted through the sky. Tom Ryder's eyes snapped open, his heart pounding in his chest. The last thing he remembered was the mission debrief back on Earth, and now he was free-falling into an unfamiliar jungle, the canopy of trees racing up to meet him. He hit the ground hard, rolling through the underbrush before coming to a stop, gasping for breath. As he struggled to his feet, he realized he was not alone. Around him, other pods were crashing into the forest, depositing their bewildered and equally disoriented occupants. Ryder staggered upright, scanning his surroundings. The dense jungle was alive with the sounds of unfamiliar wildlife, and the air was thick with humidity. As he regained his bearings, he saw others emerging from the foliage. Each one looked as confused and wary as he felt. Among them was Rachel, a sharp-eyed woman who moved with the grace of a trained sniper. There was also Joseph, a former galactic gangsta, and Timothy, a burly UEGF soldier who seemed ready to snap necks at a moment's notice. Joining them were Charlie, a commander with the poise of a seasoned warrior, and Gale, a death row inmate with a hardened glare. The group was rounded out by Trent, a quiet yet deadly military colonel, and Dr. Dwayne, a seemingly out-of-place physician. "Who are you people?" Ryder demanded, taking a defensive stance. "We could ask you the same," Rachel shot back, her eyes narrowing. Before anyone could respond, a low growl echoed through the jungle. The group tensed, weapons at the ready, as a pack of quadrupedal beasts emerged from the shadows. Their eyes glowed with a predatory hunger, and their teeth gleamed menacingly in the dim light. The alien beasts attacked without warning, plunging the group into chaos. Ryder's military training took over, and he fired at the closest creature, the bullet hitting its mark. But there were too many. The group scattered, each member fighting desperately to survive. Rachel's sniper skills were crucial, as she took down the creatures with precise, lethal shots. Timothy let out a roar as he tackled one of the beasts, overpowering it with sheer force. The others followed his lead, using whatever they could find to defend themselves against the onslaught. The battle was fierce, but the group's combined efforts eventually drove the beast back. As the last creature fled into the jungle, the survivors regrouped, panting and bloody but alive. "What the hell were those things?" Gale gasped, clutching a makeshift weapon. "No idea," Ryder replied, wiping sweat from his brow. "But we need to stick together if we're going to survive this." The group nodded in agreement, their differences momentarily forgotten in the face of a common enemy. They began to follow Ryder, who seemed to have a natural leadership quality that the others instinctively respected. As they made their way through the jungle, the group came upon a peculiar monument, surrounded by empty cages and deadfall traps. Ryder's military instincts immediately kicked in, and he began to survey the area with a seasoned eye. "This place, it's like a hunting ground," he muttered, his mind racing. "But we're not the hunters here. We're the prey." The others exchanged uneasy looks, the weight of his words sinking in. Pressing on, they climbed to higher ground, hoping to find some answers. When they finally reached the summit, the view that met them sent chills down their spines. An alien sky, dotted with unfamiliar constellations and a second, ominous-looking moon. "We're not on Earth," Rachel said, her voice shaking. "We've been taken somewhere else, somewhere dangerous." As if to confirm her fears, they were attacked again, this time by larger, more menacing creatures. These were the predators, towering beings with advanced technology and a thirst for blood. The group fought valiantly, but the predators were relentless. Joseph was the first to fall, his body used as bait to lure the others into a trap. Despite their losses, the group pressed on, determined to find a way home. They discovered a camp where a lone predator was being held captive. Ryder's strategic mind went into overdrive as he formulated a plan to free the captive in hopes of using it to escape. But the predators were always one step ahead. They ambushed the group, killing Charlie and scattering the survivors. Rachel recognized the captive predator from stories of a similar creature that had terrorized a special operations team in Zilmora Planet years earlier. "This is our chance," she told Ryder, her eyes burning with determination. "If we can free it, maybe it will help us." With renewed purpose, the group launched a daring rescue mission. They freed the captive predator, who revealed through gestures and broken communication that there was a blood feud between its kind and a more powerful class of predators, the super predators. As they made their way to the predators' camp, the group encountered an alien named Zothar, a member of a species who had also been hunted by the predators. Zothar, a skilled and cunning warrior, had survived on the planet for several cycles by hiding and scavenging from the predators and their victims. At first, Zothar seemed like an ally, offering them shelter and sharing his knowledge of the predators' hunting methods. He explained that the predators hunted in packs of 3, honing their skills by abducting worthy prey from different worlds. The group felt a glimmer of hope, believing that with Zothar's help, they might stand a chance. However, Zothar's intentions were not as noble as they appeared. Driven by desperation and a twisted sense of survival, he saw the group as a means to his own ends. Zothar trapped the others in his hideout, attempting to use smoke to suffocate them and steal their equipment. Ryder, always alert, sensed something amiss. As Zothar initiated his plan, Ryder quickly rigged an explosive to attract the predators to their location, hoping to use the ensuing chaos to their advantage. Zothar's betrayal backfired spectacularly. The predators, drawn by the explosion, descended upon the hideout. In the ensuing battle, Zothar was killed by Tracker, one of the predators. The group, though disoriented, managed to escape the hideout. With their numbers dwindling, the survivors pressed on. They were intercepted by the lead predator, Berserker, but Gale bravely distracted it, allowing Ryder and Rachel to escape. Trent stayed behind to duel another predator with a katana he had found in Zothar's stash, ultimately killing it, but succumbing to his injuries. Ryder, Rachel, and Dr. Dwayne reached the predator's camp. Dr. Dwayne was injured by a trap, and Rachel refused to leave him behind. Ryder, torn between his loyalty to his new comrades and the need to complete their mission, made the difficult decision to leave them and forge ahead alone. He reached the captive predator and negotiated for its help in exchange for transport back to Earth. The predator donned its armor and activated its ship, setting a course for home. But Berserker arrived, destroying the ship and seemingly killing Ryder. Back at the camp, Dr. Dwayne revealed his true nature. He was a serial killer, enjoying the hunt and the chaos. He paralyzed Rachel with a neurotoxic poison from a plant he had found earlier, intending to use her as bait for the predators. But Ryder wasn't dead. He returned just in time, using the same poison on Dr. Dwayne and booby-trapping him with grenades. As Berserker arrived, Ryder triggered the trap, injuring the creature. With Rachel's help, Ryder engaged in a brutal battle with Berserker, ultimately decapitating it. With the predators defeated, Ryder and Rachel stood together, bloody but victorious. They saw more parachutes in the distance, signaling the arrival of new prey. The jungle, once a place of terror and death, now felt like a battlefield where they had proven humanity's strength and resilience. "We need to find a way back home," Ryder said, determination etched on his face. "And we will," Rachel replied, her voice filled with hope. "But first, let's survive. Let's show them what it means to be human." As they ventured into the jungle, they shared stories of their lives back on Earth, finding comfort in their shared humanity. They reminisced about their families, their dreams, and the lives they hoped to return to one day. This camaraderie gave them the strength to keep moving forward, even as the challenges ahead seemed insurmountable. They came across more signs of past hunts, skeletons of various alien species, remnants of battles long forgotten, and eerie totems that seemed to mock their presence. But instead of fear, these sights fueled their resolve. They knew they were not just fighting for their own survival, but for the dignity and spirit of every creature that had been brought here against its will. Days turned into weeks as they navigated the treacherous terrain, encountering new dangers at every turn. They faced hostile environments, from swamps teeming with venomous creatures to cliffs that seemed impossible to climb. But each challenge only made them stronger, sharpening their skills and deepening their bond. Ryder took every opportunity to teach survival tactics to the group, drawing from his extensive military experience. Rachel, with her sniper precision, kept them safe from threats both seen and unseen. Timothy's strength and combat expertise were invaluable in close encounters, while Trent's stealth and agility often gave them the upper hand in ambush situations. One night, as they rested by a campfire, the sky above them lit up with strange, luminescent patterns. It was a reminder of the alien nature of the place they were trapped in, but it also offered a moment of beauty amidst the struggle. They sat in silence, each lost in their thoughts, but united in their determination to survive. "We will get out of here," Ryder said quietly, breaking the silence. "We'll find a way back to Earth." Rachel nodded, her eyes reflecting the glow of the fire. "And when we do, we'll make sure no one else ever gets taken like this again." Their resolve was tested time and again. They encountered other survivors from different worlds, some of whom joined their group, adding their own unique skills and knowledge. They formed a diverse coalition, learning from each other and growing stronger with each new member. But the predators were relentless. They adapted their tactics, becoming more cunning and brutal with each encounter. The group suffered losses, each one a heavy blow to their morale. Yet, even in the face of despair, they found ways to honor their fallen comrades, drawing strength from their memories. Dr. Dwayne's true nature became increasingly apparent, and Ryder kept a close eye on him, wary of his intentions. The group needed every able-bodied person to survive, but trust was a luxury they could not afford to give blindly. As they neared what they believed to be the center of the predator's territory, the environment grew even more hostile. The air was thick with tension, and every step felt like it could be their last. They encountered signs of the super predators, towering beings whose strength and savagery were unmatched. The final showdown came when they reached the heart of the predator's hunting grounds. The battle was fierce and unforgiving. Dr. Dwayne's betrayal came to light as he attempted to sabotage their efforts, hoping to secure his own escape at the expense of the others. But his plan backfired, and he met a grim end, his actions sealing his fate. Ryder and Rachel, now the de facto leaders of the group, rallied the survivors for a final push. They used everything they had learned, every bit of knowledge and experience, to outsmart and outfight the predators. The battle was a testament to human resilience and ingenuity, a desperate struggle that showcased the very best of what they were capable of. In the end, they managed to defeat the super predators, their victory a hard-won triumph that came at a great cost. The survivors stood amidst the wreckage of the battle, their bodies battered, but their spirits unbroken. With the predator's technology, they found a way to send a distress signal back to Earth. It was a beacon of hope, a sign that they had not been forgotten. As they waited for rescue, they continued to prepare, knowing that their fight was not yet over. Back on Earth, stories of their bravery spread, igniting a movement. Humanity, inspired by the tale of those who fought against impossible odds and won, began to unite in the face of their own challenges. The legacy of Ryder, Rachel, and their fallen comrades lived on, reminding everyone that no matter how dark the times, the human spirit could always shine through. As they ventured into the jungle, the video ends on a hopeful note, celebrating humanity's capacity for courage, adaptability, and unity in the face of even the most daunting challenges. The story of Ryder, Rachel, and their comrades becomes a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who face seemingly insurmountable odds. The days following their victory were filled with both relief and sorrow. The survivors tended to their wounds, shared stories of their fallen friends, and began to plan their future. They knew that their journey was far from over, but the bonds they had forged and the skills they had honed would serve them well in whatever lay ahead. They constructed a makeshift memorial for those who had fallen, a place where they could pay their respects and draw strength from their memories. Each name etched into the stone was a reminder of the sacrifices made and the courage displayed. It was a solemn place, but also a symbol of hope and resilience. As they worked, Ryder and Rachel spoke of their plans for the future. They discussed how they would use their experience to help others, to ensure that no one else would have to endure what they had. They dreamed of a world where humanity could come together, united against common threats, both on Earth and beyond. Their rescue came at last, a ship descending from the sky to take them home. The sight of the vessel brought tears to their eyes, a mix of joy and relief washing over them. They boarded the ship, leaving the alien jungle behind, but carrying with them the lessons they had learned and the strength they had gained. Back on Earth, they were hailed as heroes. Their story was told and retold, a source of inspiration for people everywhere. They were invited to speak at events, to share their experiences and insights, to help others understand the importance of unity, resilience, and hope. Ryder and Rachel continued to work together, forming an organization dedicated to helping survivors of similar abductions. They traveled the world, seeking out those in need, offering support and guidance, and fighting to prevent future atrocities. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, a partnership forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by their shared commitment to making the world a better place. Their story spread far and wide, reaching people of all ages and backgrounds. It became a symbol of what humanity could achieve when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges. It showed that no matter how dark the times, the human spirit could always find a way to prevail. As the years went by, their legacy continued to grow. New generations were inspired by their bravery and resilience, taking up the mantle and continuing the fight for a better world. The survivors of the alien jungle became legends, their names etched into the annals of history as a testament to the power of the human spirit. Ryder and Rachel, now older but no less determined, looked back on their journey with pride. They had faced unimaginable horrors and emerged victorious, not just for themselves, but for all of humanity. Their story was a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter the odds, there was always a way to overcome. As they stood together, watching a new group of recruits prepare for their own journey, they knew that their legacy was secure. They had shown the world what it meant to be human, and their story would continue to inspire and guide those who came after them. In the end, it was not the battles they had fought or the enemies they had defeated that defined them, but the strength, courage, and resilience they had shown. They had proven that the human spirit was unbreakable, that even in the darkest of times, there was always a way to find light. And so, their story lived on, a testament to the power of hope, unity, and the indomitable will of the human spirit. It was a story of triumph and perseverance, of bravery and sacrifice,